Without roads, our cars would not know where to go. So all the petrol heads of the world have a lot to thank the Romans for. But some roads haven't exactly aged well, and many of them weren't exactly all that safe to begin with as a result of that and a lack of funding for renovation. There are an awful lot of roads in the world that only a madman would be willing to drive down. These are the world's most dangerous roads that actually exist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos every day. With that being said, let's begin. Number 10. Atlantic Ocean Road. Have you ever wanted to drive somewhere that allows you to be in tune with nature? Then it might be time for a trip on the Atlantic Ocean Road. The Atlantic Road, which took 6 years to build in the early 1980s, is on the Norwegian coastline and offers a driving experience unlike anything you've possibly experienced before. When you're on the Atlantic Road, you'll feel like you're on a 22-mile roller coaster. There are curves, twists, turns and unpredictable weather conditions that can throw a spanner in the mix when it comes to visibility. Want to get hit by a freak wave while you're basically driving in the ocean? And this is the road for you. It might be a dangerous road that makes you feel like you're mere inches away from death, but it's also an exhilarating one with 8 bridges and breathtaking views. And now to the next topic. Number 9. Commonwealth Avenue. The Philippines. Commonwealth Avenue. The name doesn't sound very deathly or dangerous, does it? Don't let this road name fool you, however, for it's a killer. Commonwealth Avenue is a 7-7-mile highway in Quezon City, Philippines. It spans 6 lanes at its narrowest point in 18. At its widest, it is well known as the widest highway in the Philippines. However, its lack of signage and recognition of road rules by its users means it's not a road that everyone who travels it is going to survive. There are no dedicated bicycle or motorcycle lanes, no stop or give-way signs and poor drainage. Public transport operators on this intensely busy highway also have no regard for road rules, stopping when and where they feel like it to pick up and drop off passengers. Number 8. James Dalton Highway, Alaska. The James Dalton Highway in Alaska may sound familiar to you for many reasons. It was featured on TV shows such as Ice Road Truckers, America's Toughest Jobs and World's Most Dangerous Road. If that's not enough to convince you that this road means business, then nothing will. The James Dalton Highway is a 414-mile stretch of road in Alaska that runs north of Fairbanks up to Dead Horse. It's near the Arctic Ocean, Prudhoe Bay and the Prudhoe Bay oil fields. Since 2008, it has claimed 6 lives, including an experienced truck driver. Dalton Highway, as it's known for short, is thought to be one of the most isolated highways in the entire country. There are only 3 towns along the 400-plus mile road, and it features mainly gravel with steep grades along the way. Anyone who decides to take this road is urged to take survival gear, because recovery and rescue could be hours away should you need it. This dangerous and remote highway is still relatively well used. Number 7. Golian Tunnel Road. China. The village of Golian in the Hainan province of China had long been cut off from civilization by the imposing Taong Mountains. To make it easier for the current villagers and those in the future, a group from the village came together to carve a road into the mountain. Many of them sold their livestock to buy the materials and tools they needed. Then 13 of them got to work. 1 died during construction, but the remaining 12 took to the mountains with hammers and chisels to carve out a 4-meter wide, 5-meter tall road. The road was tough, and even though the Golian Tunnel Road is only 0.75 miles long, it was carved out at a rate of 1 meter every 3 days. They are on line number 6, Fairy Meadows Road, Pakistan. Have you ever had a near-death experience? Every inch of the 10 miles you drive or bicycle along Fairy Meadows Road in Pakistan is a near-death experience. Once named the 2nd most dangerous road in the world, this mountain road is not for the faint-hearted. It's a high mountain track in Pakistan's Gilgit-Baltistan region that's both slippery gravel and not maintained. There are no guardrails to stop you from falling to your death, and the road is only wide enough for one standard vehicle. And no more get it wrong. And this mountain road at 3,300 meters above sea level will make sure you don't go home to your family. What's more, the higher you get, the more narrow the road becomes. Eventually, there's only enough room for a bicycle. Nanga Parbat number 5. Since you want Tibet Highway China, out of every 100, 0 drivers who navigate the 1,330 miles at the Sichuan Tibet Highway 7,500 will not make it home with rock slides, avalanches, poor weather conditions and treacherous driving conditions. It's a white-knuckle road that will almost guarantee your heart in your throat at every hairpin corner. The Sichuan Tibet Highway begins in Chengdu of Sichuan and ends up in the west side of Lhasa, Tibet. It's a 36-hour drive without any delays, but can leave thousands of motorists stranded for weeks. It's also a standard route for truck drivers. Number 4. Highway to Hell, Alabama. To look at us Highway 431 down the Alabama-Tennessee line to Dothan, Alabama. It wouldn't send chills up your spine, but look a little closer. And this 353-mile road, aptly named the Highway to Hell, is making motorists second-guess their travel movements. Even though it's not a scary road to drive, it's a dangerous one and has been named as so by the World Health Organization. Every year, tens of thousands of people die on that stretch of road. In 2011, that figure reached over 33,000. The main hazards that people face on the highway are high speeds, lane changes from 2 to 4 and 4 to 2, and poor visibility. Number 3. Hausemi Highway. Even though the paving of Hausemi Highway in 2011 has made this dangerous stretch of road safer, it's still one that will keep your heart racing for all 93 miles. Those who travel this highway from Baguio City to Bontal have to prepare themselves for drop-offs around 10 feet steep crags, winding roads, mudslides, landslides and falling rocks. Number 1. The Yungas Road is a cycle route about 60 kilometers long, which links the city of La Paz and the Yungas region of Bolivia. It draws about 25,000 tourists per year and is a major La Paz tourist attraction. Many tour operators cater to downhill mountain biking, providing information, guides, transport and equipment. At least 18 cyclists have died on the road since 1998. The tourist route is a 64 kilometers long road with 3,500 meters of descent. The route includes the Cotapaxi-Santa Barbara section. It replaced the old road, built in 1930. It was considered dangerous.